Are you grinding for money, cars, and success, but still feel empty inside? You're not alone. The world says more stuff equals more security. But Jesus drops a bombshell in Matthew 6 that changes everything. Jesus says, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moss and rust destroy, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven." He warns us, chasing earthly wealth is like building on sinking sand. The prophet Haggai nailed it. People worked hard, earned wages, but put them in a purse with holes. Why? They built their own houses, while God's house was ignored. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions. Keep living for this world, and you'll end up spiritually broke. Jesus offers a better way. Giving the first 10% back to God isn't just about money. It's a heart reset. It shifts your focus from temporary things to eternal ones. Under the Old Testament, the tithes supported God's work. The Levites did not inherit any lands. They relied entirely on the tithes of God's people to perform their sacred duties. Today, it funds preaching the gospel, feeding the hungry, and reaching every nation with Jesus. And God makes it personal. In Malachi 3:10, he says, "Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse. Test me in this, declares the Lord, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that you will not have room enough for it." That's not a suggestion. That's a divine challenge. Abraham gave the first recorded tithe in Genesis 14, and God blessed him massively. Jacob vowed a tenth and saw God turn deceit into abundance. R.G. Letourneau gave 90% of his income and said, "I shovel out the money and God shovels it back. But God has a bigger shovel." He became one of the richest inventors of his time. William Colgate started tithing on his very first bar of soap. He kept increasing his giving and built a global empire. George Mueller cared for over 10,000 orphans by prayer and faith alone, never asking a human for money. Hudson Taylor took the gospel deep into China the same way. Every one of them proved the same spiritual law: you cannot outgive God. As we stand in these last days, the question for each of us is, where is your treasure?